First off, thanks so much for joining. This is Michael di Roma. Did I pronounce your name okay?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, amazing. Michael, which brokerage are you with?
Roma Page Real Estate Services.
Awesome. And whereabouts, which location are you
We're on
in?
Oak Park, so we're in Oakville.
Oh, amazing. Okay, you're at Oak Park. Actually, I live in Glen Abbey, so you're very, very close to me.
Yeah.
Amazing. And when did you start? So the leads you're generating currently, are they in the Oakville, Burlington area? Is it Oakville specifically?
No, I started doing Hamilton, St. Catharines because I recently moved out to Grimsby.
Yeah.
But I like the brokerage I'm at. And nowadays, you don't really have to, like with a lot of online brokerages, you really don't have to be in one certain area.
Absolutely. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So your current area is Hamilton, St. Catharines.
Yes. I also
Amazing.
do a lot of Burlington as well from time to time.
Beautiful, beautiful. And when did you sign up for our service? Based on from what I see,
January.
January of 2021. So just recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very recently,
Amazing.
yes.
Amazing. This is the first time I'm actually seeing this. So they gave me the wrong Michael. I pulled up the Michael and I'm like, I looked at everything and I just, and the girl actually messaged me. She's like, just want to let you know you've got the wrong Michael on your profile. So I just actually got a chance to pull up your profile. So that's amazing. And the other question is, when did you have your first training? So from the process, you started in January. You probably had your first training in January as well.
Yeah, had my first training in January. Did another training about a week after that. Every so often, I send in an email and request just an update to get a little bit more familiarized and how I can actually fine tune the system a little bit better to meet my needs a little bit more.
Amazing.
So recently, what I've done now is I've started doing campaign ads because sometimes we get numbers that are incorrect. So I don't have to sit there and send out emails all the time. The system does it automatically for me.
Yeah, and that's beautiful. Help me understand our process a little bit. How do you like our process, the way that we kind of onboarded you with the trainer and everything else? Did you find that helpful? Did you find that we were able to answer your questions?
Yep, I found it very helpful. There are a little bit bumps in the road as we went along, but there's bumps with everything you do. But I find it's actually progressing very well. So far, I've closed 2 deals. One was a rental, and I just closed one on the weekend. And it was actually funny because the person was from Collingwood. So there would be no way they would actually get a hold of me anywhere else other than they happened to be doing a Google search and got me through Agent Locator. I'm actually working with another person currently from Toronto who's looking in Hamilton, but I'm getting leads from people who are relocating from Winnipeg, British Columbia, Windsor, and these are leads I would not have gotten had I not been with Agent Locator.
And that's truly amazing. Is it mostly rental leads? Are you in a rental campaign or are you in a buyer campaign mix?
I was in a rental, and then I just found out it was just you were getting a lot of stuff that I was just chasing smoke, really.
Right. Yeah.
So what I did is I just changed the campaign a little bit. I had it up to about 500, and then I was getting people that could only afford maximum 500. So I was getting a lot of first-time home buyers.
Right.
And a lot of them, and I found a lot of them just weren't working out because their max budget's 5, and it's kind of hard right now to find something for that price in these areas. So I changed the lead to about 750, and then I started picking up people from all over.
Amazing.
I have a buyer and seller campaign going.
Okay, so 2 campaigns, and then the actual point from when you got the lead to when you closed the deal. How many months was that? So it wouldn't have been a lot. It would have been maybe a couple of months. How many months passed from the point when you got the lead to the point of closing it?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Amazing. So they were.
The lead came in. It was about 3 weeks. The lead came in. She actually thought I was from Oakville, and then I told her no, I do work in that. I live in Niagara area, so I service the area. Met her, took her to about 5-6 properties, and we ended up closing a deal on one that she really liked.
Amazing.
And my rental lead turned into, he was just renting. He recently called me, said he's going to be buying in the fall, but he also wants me to help his daughter who's also looking at buying. So that
So a
just
direct
progressed.
referral out of the fact that you're, doing a great job with the individual and helping him, it stems into referrals.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's amazing. On average, how many leads would you say you get per month currently?
Um, it's hard to say. To date, I've had about 110 leads. So 110,
So about 30, let's say roughly 30 leads a month on average.
20, 30, yeah,
20,
around
30
that.
leads a month. Yeah. Awesome. Well, that is beautiful. And one of the last questions that I typically ask this for everybody to help other agents, and that is, if you had one thing to tell other agents to help them succeed with online leads, what would it be?
I would say don't look at the initial cost factor, what the startup is, because all it takes is one lead for the year and it pays off itself.
Yeah.
And like basically the one deal I've done, the one sale I've done, not on rentals, paid off agent locator for like 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's, if you take into the whole cost factor, it's very minimal.
Yeah, it's truly a numbers game. The most discouragement that comes in from online lead generation is that, there's a lot of fake leads, and that's
Yep.
just part of the game. That's part of the game, unfortunately. And you have to get over the mindset of, concentrating on the bad ones. You should concentrate on the good ones, because there's very little we can do with people that are making sure they put a fake number in. And no matter how much we force them to put a good number in, they're going to put a fake number in, those that intend to put a fake number in.
I had one that did a fake number, and I did a campaign where it sends. I got training. I was training yesterday, and Brianna sent me a script. So I set it up yesterday, and that one fake number corrected his number and talked to me about 4 times, and he said he'll contact me regarding a property he's interested in.
And that's the other amazing aspect of it, the fact that we have their good email, that we can communicate with them, and as long as you provide some value and maybe some context in how you respond. What was that email like? What did the actual message say?
It said something. It sent them email. It said, "Oops, I think we got your number incorrect. In order for us to send you proper listings that meet your needs, please provide us."
Good number.
And they did, and they verified, and then they sent me a couple of text messages today regarding a property and asked me some questions about it, and said he would reach out to me later on today.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That is truly amazing, and it shows how we can convert those bad leads into good leads as well. So that is wonderful, Michael. Honestly, I really appreciate you coming on. These are all the questions that I generally ask. These are the typical questions that agents usually have as well. So I really appreciate it. If there's anything else that you want to add on before I stop the recording, to anybody who wants to start with internet leads or wants to try to get into any advice that you can give them outside of what we talked about.
I would say don't be scared. Just give it a shot. It does pay off. It does pay off, but you have to be dedicated to it. You have to put the time into it, and it will pay off.
Amazing.
And the number of fake leads that you may get when you're doing an open house, you get fake leads at an open house anyways. People write down the wrong number on the paper when they sign in. So you're still going through that no matter what you do.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because one of the key factors also is, on the website we do forced registration, meaning that we force them to register to enter their information. And many agents have come to us and said, listen, just take off forced registration. I don't care. I don't want to force people to register. Let them contact me. And my response to them is, how many people that walk into your open house, if they're not forced to leave their information, how many would actually leave the information?
They won't.
Nobody would. Nobody
No.
would. Same thing here. Nobody leaves information. So it's pointless to not force them to register, because it's better off just to have them go somewhere else anyway, because we're not going to get their info.
Well, the chances are you're getting the correct info when you're doing forced registration with agent locator than you do at an open house when we were doing open houses, because it's not as if somebody could actually, you're not asking people for ID for every person that walks in and verifying all their email and phone number. You don't verify anything. So
Exactly. And we get a chance to get the validation as well later on, because we can check that invalid number, and when they come back to the website, they're being forced to validate.
yep, yep.
And what I like about that method is we get them used to the website. We get them used to sending listings. They're looking at them and they actually like it then, and then we're taking it away from them. So it's yeah. So it really the concept of the psychological aspect of that really helps us from that perspective as well. So that is amazing, Michael.